shots, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. X3. 2X.
On first down, Lewis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they said over the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That's taken in by Callaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Ball, baby, that's our ball. That's our ball, yeah.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. Pistol.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Mike 58 right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, Patrick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run Anderson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. So they'll try again with Anderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Lewis operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Lewis. Off the play fake. Going top shelf for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A run for Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. In for the score. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
They start the drive with Anderson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Lewis. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Mike 5-4. It's been a long day for you. Hey.
They run again on first down. Anderson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Lewis to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run again on first down, Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Lewis. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the penalty, Chubb pushes him over and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Chubb. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Lewis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Lewis now throwing on 4th down. Uncorks one for Davis. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Going top shelf for Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Lewis to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Lewis from the gun, he'll throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. They're going to run it with Anderson, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They run. Chubb trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Down to 1 knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home,